Well, good morning, everybody at Not Just Crew. As promised, we are delivering this introduction to Simon Bishop to give you some kind of clarity on what's happening with the Fidelity amendment that you probably just got dropped in your email, just like what my wife got about a week ago. So we're here. We're going to go through a quick description of what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the one and only Simon. He's going to try and help you as best as he can.
Morning.
Good morning, Si. It's been a little bit busy, hasn't it, the last 24 hours or so?
Yeah, it was interesting though, wasn't it? Thank you for the post. Yeah, you and I speak all the time anyway, don't we? But yeah, it seems to be a bit of a fundamental change on this. So we thought, didn't we, that it was a chance for people to just get some real understanding of the pensions, but especially when things change within pensions, which is huge on this, obviously, for Fidelity and a lot of the Virgin and ex-Virgin staff, of which we are both, aren't we? So,
yes. So on that note, give everybody, if they don't know you already, which I'm sure many of you do, but for those who don't, give them a bit of brief description of what your experience was like in the airline industry and where you are now, Simon.
Right, excellent. Yes, so I did what everybody else did, took a leap of faith, and we went to work for Virgin and lived down there on and off, and then commuted. So I'm from Yorkshire. I commuted to Gatwick and Heathrow, and we're based out of there. Worked at Virgin for a few years, like everybody else, a good few years, up to senior. And then actually I had a bit of a moment on a flight where I was serving someone up front, and we were talking at the bar, and he said, best thing you can do is get a good financial advisor. Don't know why we got onto that. And I just thought, do you know what? Yeah, that's what you need, don't you? You know, you need to know where you're going in life, even though we were like 20 odd and enjoying ourselves at the time. So I looked at this while I was crew and thought, do you know what? I actually want to be a financial advisor. I want to help people. This is what I do. I've been serving people since I was 15 at restaurants. So I left the airlines basically and became a financial advisor. And that's been 20 odd years ago now. And as we do, we all keep in touch with each other, don't we? So Not Just Crew's fantastic for me to get in touch with loads of old colleagues, loads of old friends that, you know, I maybe didn't keep a direct contact with. And I've managed to help out a lot of people who are crew, not just Virgin, over the last couple of years. I think it's difficult being a financial advisor to be, you're kind of the best kept secret in a way, because you help someone, you get to be part of the furniture there, and you do a great job, and you get on with all the family, and then it's really hard for people to turn around and say, do you know what, he does a good job for me. I really enjoy speaking to him. It makes things sound really simple, and tell someone else that. So Not Just Crew is a chance for us to do that with everything that we do on Not Just Crew, not just my bit. But I think it's key at this point. Now you've had what they call a call to action, which is Fidelity are changing their pension fund because the government and the FCA are reviewing what they call default pensions. Now, a default pension is simply when you are employed by someone, they put you in a pension scheme, don't they? Now, the good bit about it is they pay money in, you pay money in, you maybe get some life cover, you get tax relief on it, and you say, that's brilliant, I'm getting some money out of this. Yeah, but what they do is they just put you into a default scheme. In other words, one fits all. Everybody's put into exactly the same scheme, exactly the same fund, and the same risk that they take with that fund. Now, the retirement age is set for everybody. So regardless of how close you are to retirement or how far you are from retirement, it kind of has a set date, which is what you'll have seen from the set date on the Fidelity communication, 2045. That might not suit you. As Simon said in his video this morning, he's got specific ideas as to when he wants his money. Yeah, so being in a default scheme that has a target retirement age that doesn't suit Simon means the scheme isn't working for him. It means what we need to do is make the scheme work for him and target to when he wants some money out of it. And that's what I need to do with all of you, to be honest. And there's been 200 odd comments, which is fabulous, isn't it? Thank you all. And it just shows that if you can get someone you can trust, we can make your pensions work better for you as a person. A lot of that is, as you'll have seen on the Fidelity communication, so my IT skills aren't amazing, but I'm going to try and drag up that part of the letter there. Let's see if it comes on screen.
If you need me to put it on.
Not sure. Let's have a look. I might do so.
What's that?
It's the third one. No, third one. If you could, please, buddy.
How many is there?
Just 3.
Oh, wait, hang on. I need to scroll down. Right. Blimey. Right. I've got this one.
That's it. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you. Right. So, in Fidelity's words, what they've done is they've chosen a retirement age for you, like I've said, a target age. They've chosen this default fund. And what they've said is basically, if you want an alternative investment, then you need to choose it yourself. And you need to choose it before the 22nd of July. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but we need to look at whether this new fund is suitable for everybody who's in it. Whether you're in it and you're still contributing to it, not a problem, or whether you've come out of it like Simon had, yeah, and you've got several other pensions, and what you're trying to do is just tidy it up a little bit. And what we need to do is make sure that they're all aligned, all your pensions, if you've got several of them, they're all aligned to what you want to do. So some might have different retirement ages to them. Yeah, some might have different risks to them. Invest in different places that you might not be comfortable investing in. Yeah, so we need to look at that. Now, what it says at the bottom here is if you need some help, choose a financial advisor or go to Money Helper. Money Helper is a government service where you tick a few boxes and it gives you a guidance answer. It doesn't give you advice. They're not allowed to. Yeah. Now, if talking about choosing a financial advisor a risk, you need to understand what risk your fund takes in order to make sure it suits you. So, Saya, are you all right to just show that middle slide for me that says M2 on it, please?
Here it goes.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers.
Yeah.
Right. So this is an extraction from the fund fact sheet behind the new fund that they're going to be putting you into. Now, we class everything with risk. There's an element of risk to every pension fund, from low, as you see there, low 1, to high. Now, this fund will naturally take, as they're saying, a medium-high level of risk as soon as you walk into it. Now, that might suit some people, it might not suit others. But what does medium-high mean? Where is it investing its money? So that's what we need to open the lid up and say, where are you actually putting this money? And does that suit me? Yeah. And that's when we need a chat. Yeah, one-to-one. Okay. So what I would say, trying to keep it as short as possible on here, is whoever wants some guidance and advice and specific help for them as an individual, let's have a 15-minute chat. I'm going to send my Calendly link out, which is the automatic calendar for someone to either have a Zoom or a phone call. Don't cost anything, like I put on the chat earlier on. Don't worry about that. Yeah. And we'll have a brief chat where someone can explain the circumstances and I can explain if I can help. All right.
Perfect.
It's trusted, it's confidential. Yeah. And it's about you as an individual. And I'm regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority to give you best advice and get positive client outcomes, as they call it. What that means is it's got to be right for you if we're doing anything with it, the pension. And I fully document that under FCA regulations. Okay, so you are you're in trusted hands. Yeah, I own DWB Wealth Consultancy. Yeah, so that's my baby, and it's my life's work since the airlines. And we attach to a network, so we're covered by financial conduct compensation scheme rules. We're covered by General Data Protection Act rules and client money care. So basically that means your money is trusted with Fidelity, it's trusted with me. It's the same thing. We actually use Fidelity, some of their funds anyway. So yeah, so we use the whole of the market. We go out to the whole of the market, and then we look at narrowing in the approach to make sure we work with the right fund managers for you. But I'll explain that to everybody when I have a one-to-one, because that's about it.
Right. So just let's just kind of put it out there. People have nothing to worry about with this email dropping from Fidelity to the other. They shouldn't be daunted by it. I know it's very confusing how the right things, and like for people who don't know, like what that entails, they haven't really got to worry about too much, because these things are quite normal, aren't they? With like, I mean, I remember having things with Fidelity years ago where things were like changing quite a lot, and I just kept putting things in like, right, let's just keep it in the high risk like fund and all of that stuff. So this email is like just kind of like, it's the same thing just at a different time, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is though, it's prompted everyone to say, do you know what, I need to have a look at this. And the 200 odd people who have responded to that, I'm sure there'll be more soon. If you feel as though you need to look at it, because what you do is, like you did, Si, and until we dealt with it, is you put it off. And the problem then is you don't know what you don't know. So you don't know what changes this is going to entail, what it's going to mean for you as an individual. So don't panic about it. But what I need to do with everybody on a one-to-one basis is I need to explain what it means to you. Because there'll be some people in there that have not been in the scheme long. There'll be some people in there that have been in a long time. I mean, the few comments on there, 25 years or so.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of changes in there. Have those changes been right for that person? Yeah. So all I would say to you is, I'm very happy. 15 minutes of my time and your time. Let's get to the bottom of whether it's right for you as a person and what they're going to do for you. Yeah. If it's okay, we'll tick a box. We've had 15 minutes. I've connected it with some old friends and I'm happy. Yeah. If we need to do something with it, I'll explain to you how we do that, what we do, and how you're protected doing that as well. Like you are, Si, and everybody else that's with me at the minute as well.
That perfect. I think what it is, Si, I think like with me, I'm like a year and a half away from being 55, and so obviously can start accessing my pension funds. But like ever since I was 45, and I would obviously drop into Fidelity and see what my projected kind of pension would look like. And obviously with all the other pensions that I had, I kind of thought that at that age, I'd be able to handle it all myself. But like, until I kind of got the advice and guidance, like from yourself, it was clear that I didn't really know the full extent of what was to come. So that's why I value like your support and guidance with everything, because you give more clarity and understanding, and make it a lot easier to navigate around my pension funds and how it looks like and what to expect when I get to that age. So for all of you guys who are out there who are in the same position as like what myself was, what Trev was, then yeah, this is why we're doing what we're doing now, to give you the support that you're probably looking for, you know. So yeah, listen, Si, thank you so much.
Thanks,
we're about 40 minutes. We'll provide you with all the links, guys, everything that you need moving forward. Really tap into that 15 minutes with Simon. You know, it's completely free advice. It's really essential, I think, that you seek this advice, because it's really important. You don't understand how important pensions are. Like I said earlier in the video, it's your money. You've worked all your life to get to that point, to enjoy and benefit from your hard work. You know what I mean? And you deserve that. You deserve the best. And we want to give you that advice and support so you can achieve what you're looking to do. So thank you, Simon.
You're welcome.
Right. Okay, we'll tie that up. We'll get that video out. I'll put it out for about 11 o'clock. So hopefully you get to understand a little bit more of what we're able to offer.
Fantastic. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening, and hope to speak to you all soon.
Cheers. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.